Sometimes peace isn't found in grand achievements. It hides in the quiet moments we often overlook. This is the story of an old man, a young stranger, and a quiet wooden bench, where a simple conversation revealed the true secret to a peaceful heart. Every morning before the city stretched awake, an old man named Parker walked to the park near his home. He sat on the same wooden bench every single day, facing the east where the first light touched the trees. He didn't bring a phone or a book or even coffee. He just sat, watching the sunrise, listening to the birds, letting the wind brush softly against his face. People passed him all the time, joggers, office workers, students, but no one really noticed him. Parker seemed content in a way the world had forgotten. One morning, a young man named Aaron sat beside him. He looked tired, not the kind of tired that sleep fixes, but the kind that sits deep inside the soul. He sighed and said, "Don't you ever get bored sitting here doing nothing?" Parker smiled. "I used to be like you," he said, "always moving, always chasing something." Aaron frowned. "So what happened? You gave up?" Parker chuckled quietly. "No, I started living. I used to chase money, success, other people's approval, but the faster I ran, the emptier I felt. When I lost my job years ago, I thought my world had ended. Then one morning, I came here, and I watched the sun rise for the first time in years. I realized how much I'd missed while I was running." Aaron stayed silent, listening. After a long pause, Aaron asked, "But don't you worry about the future?" Parker looked at him gently. "Of course I do, but worrying doesn't make tomorrow better. It just steals today." He picked up a fallen leaf from the ground and turned it in his hands. "See this leaf? It falls when it's ready, not when the tree tells it to. Life's the same way. We can't control the wind, but we can choose how we sit beneath the tree." Aaron thought for a moment. "So what's the secret then? How do you find peace like that?" Parker's eyes softened. "Gratitude, Imam," he said. "That's the secret. When your heart is thankful, it finally rests. And when it rests, you can see life clearly again." The park grew quieter as the sun climbed higher. The air was warm. The world was calm. For a while, neither of them spoke. Aaron didn't have all the answers, but he felt something shift. A lightness, like the world had slowed just enough for him to breathe. When he finally stood up to leave, he turned to Parker and said, "Maybe I'll see you here again tomorrow." Parker smiled. "I'll be right here," he said, waiting for the sunrise. And the next morning, there were two people sitting quietly on that old wooden bench, watching the sunrise, two hearts, one lesson. Peace doesn't come from what we chase. It comes from what we choose to notice. If this story touched your heart, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Shining Trails to Prosperity for more stories that speak to the soul.